days of all-time record high temperatures. Yeah, this is some wild stuff.
Okay, let's bring in our panel, and I'll start with you, Melanie. If you have a question or a comment about this, I'm seeing much hand wringing and grinding and gnashing of teeth over this being part of global climate change. I don't know if that's what's going on here. What do you think?
I'm not sure if that's what's going on here. I'm not a total climate denier. I will admit that I don't know enough about it to say, oh, this is definitely not climate change. It seems to me that weather is cyclical. I don't know if you're a weather person, probably knows more about it than I do. It seems to me that weather like this is probably cyclical, though, that this probably happens every now and then.
So, Adam, is that the case?
Well, I mean, there are cyclical things when it comes to climate, but these are on the time scales of tens and hundreds of thousands of years, nothing that we would notice in our lifetime. This event, I think, can directly be tied to climate change because we have the most confident whenever we're talking about high and low temperature records in regards to climate change. If you were talking about rainfall records or thunderstorm records, or even with tropical storms, it's a little bit, there's more blurry lines there. But with this one, especially whenever you look at through the last 10 years, we find all of these record high temperatures or record warm low temperatures. They're skewing toward the warm side of things. We still get cold. We still get record lows. We still get record snowfall events, but the scale is shifting toward the warmer side of things, and that's, you can't deny that.
Yeah, I mean, it's also interesting that there is a UN report that is set to come out in the following days to talk about this increase in heat and what they're calling unlivable heat. But talking about cold, I was reading that 5 times more people die of cold than heat, even in the hot country of India, and that we did have unusually cold temperatures within the past couple of years. Isn't that right?
I mean, I can't speak to India records, but I mean, record cold and cold temperatures are just as dangerous as record heat too. Yeah. I mean, they both cause problems.
Ford?
Yeah.
Well, I come from an environmentally sensitive place in Southwest Florida, and our coastline is our livelihood. And I come from an area where we care a great deal about jobs. I think what people where I'm from are really interested in about is what is sort of the solution that's sort of driving down these extreme swings in temperature?
Spend more money on the Green New Deal. That'll save all of us.
That's not the answer, Heather.
Right?
Well, Adam, your thoughts?
Being aware of carbon dioxide or other greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere. We know science that you increase greenhouse gases, your temperatures are going to warm.
Yeah, we need to talk to China and India about those things.
The variability would be to keep those in check.
Yeah, China and India, the worst polluters. Steve, final thoughts. We've got like half a minute.
You know, I believe God's the ultimate weatherman. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. We've been seeing that since the dawn of time. I am not one that buys into climate change. And there's a lot of scientists that are a lot smarter than me that support my opinion. And again, it's just an opinion. We all have them. But you know what? Next summer, it might be a lot cooler. Who knows?
Yeah, Seattle 102. I lived there 2 weeks in August. It would get like into the 80s or 90s, and you'd survive it. It'd be fine. So to get 100 degrees in June, that's really unusual. People don't have air conditioning. A lot of them don't, but we didn't. You didn't need it. Yeah. So hopefully this gets better.
Yeah. No one's arguing that we should not take care of our planet, because we should take care of our planet. But I think the argument is whether or not the policies of administrations, whether it be Democrat or Republican, when it's just throwing money at something called the Green New Deal, is that going to help in situations like this? I'm in the camp of no.
All right, let's leave it there.